Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Wanted man in custody following firearm ammo seizure in Old Harbour. Lawmen assigned to the St. Catherine South Division arrested a wanted man during an operation in Bamboo Ridge, Barton's district in St. Catherine on Saturday. One firearm was also reported found in his possession. Reports from the Old Harbour Police are that at 10:40 p.m., a motor vehicle was stopped in the area when the suspect alighted from the vehicle and surrendered. The man was searched and one 9mm Glock pistol, along with a magazine containing 3 9mm rounds of ammunition, was found in his waistband. He was taken into custody. His identity is being withheld at this time. Dancehall queen Carlin Simmet mourns passing of her sister Pinky. Pinky, a popular figure in the dancehall in the 1990s and the elder sister of dancehall queen Carlin Simmet, has died. Pinky, whose birth name is Doreen Prendergast, died in the United States on Saturday after a long battle with cancer, Carlin announced on an Instagram post on Sunday. "This is one of the hardest times I'll ever have to do, I hope, in my entire life. I don't think it can get any harder than this." Yesterday at 3:15, Pinky passed. "You guys know Pinky is my sister. We're real sisters. It's not just saying sister. You all know she was dealing with the deadly disease cancer for a couple of years. It got worse last year, and I really thought we were going to get over this," Simmet stated. Fighting back tears, she said the last 30 days have been really hard, and she has not been able to sleep. "Death is inevitable, we know this, but I still thought we were going to have more time with her. Pinky was a soldier on a real hard battlefield. Not just this time, but a lot of times. You know she got shot. She wrote the time," Simmet stated. "She had some good life. I'm really here to tell you all who has been supporting her. I know this was going to be hard. I was just hoping that I could and try to do my best. But most importantly, I want to thank you all," Simmet added. The dancehall queen went on to say that despite the difficulty in doing the Instagram live, she had to do it for you guys because today we were on that journey. I came out a lot and told you about what I was doing and how I was doing it. In 2022, Simmet has shaved her head in solidarity with Pinky's fight and has been a rock in the fight to save her sister's life. Last April, the family was able to raise over US $4,000 to go towards treatment for Pinky. Of note, dancehall star Beenie Man has started the initiative, a campaign geared towards raising funds to help Pinky in her cancer fight. Simmet and Pinky revolutionized dancehall fashion in the 1990s with their daring, fresh-bearing design and dancehall panache. Both Simmet and Pinky appeared in several music videos for artists including Beenie Man, Tiger, and the duo Jacademos and Pliers. Crawford announced his desire to represent St. Catherine Northwest. Opposition Senator Damon Crawford has expressed a desire to return to representational politics, declaring his interest in becoming the People's National Party (PNP) standard bearer in the St. Catherine Northwest constituency. The current Member of Parliament for the constituency is the PNP Hugh Graham, who has had an uneasy relationship with the party and resigned from the opposition shadow cabinet earlier this year. It is unclear if Graham will contest the seat for the PNP at the next general election, but in an exclusive interview with reporters, Crawford said if the seat becomes available, he will be throwing his hat in the ring. Crawford said he has made this known to the PNP hierarchies. According to Crawford, his expression of interest to represent the constituency has been met by mixed reactions from the party's leadership. Crawford believes that he is deserving of an opportunity to contest the seat, having dedicated himself to the party in the constituencies of St. Andrew East Rural, where he was MP, and Portland Eastern, where he was a candidate. He explained that his representation in both seats was as a direct result of having been asked by the party to do so, adding that it was now his time to ask for a seat of his liking from the party. Montego Bay Mayor recuperating at home after car crash. Montego Bay Mayor Leroy Williams is now out of hospital and recuperating at home following a motor vehicle accident last week. This was revealed during the Independence Church service in Montego Bay St. James on Sunday and later confirmed by Deputy Mayor Councillor Richard Vernon. "Yes, he is out of the University Hospital of the West Indies and is at home now recuperating," Vernon remarked. Williams is said to have suffered injuries to his hip and another section of his leg when the vehicle he was driving collided with a parked trailer early on Saturday morning, July 22nd. The mayor, it is said, who was on his way home from a one-night of the recently held Reggaeton Fest event at Catherine Hall in the city. He was taken to Cornwall Regional and later transferred to the University Hospital of the West Indies to continue his treatment. JFJ recommends appointment of a new DPP through a transparent process. Jamaica for Justice JFJ is expressing deep concern at the unfolding deep controversy engulfing the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions (ODPP). In a statement Sunday, JFJ recommended the appointment of a new Director of Public Prosecutions (DPP) through a transparent process to head what it noted is the highest office of the prosecutorial functions of the state. Last week, despite objections from opposition members of Parliament and senators, the government used its superior numbers in the Parliament to amend the Constitution to increase the retirement age of DPP and the Auditor General from 60 to 65 years. DPP Llewellyn could remain in office until she is 70, since the Governor General can extend the tenure of the office holder under special circumstances. We contend that the unnecessary controversy was stirred due to the government's undemocratic approach towards the amendment process regarding the age of retirement, the JFJ said. We note that in an unprecedented move, the government both tabled and passed a constitutional amendment bill in a matter of hours. The amendments see the retirement age of both the Auditor General and the Director of Public Prosecutions increasing from 60 to 65 years, JFJ added. The organization said, with the current Auditor General not being close to retirement age, the immediate beneficiary will be in the incumbent DPP, who already benefited from a 3-year extension set to expire in September. Although we recognize the significance of streamlining the age of retirement, we posit that a de facto second extension of the DPP's term without constitution with the leadership of the opposition runs contrary to the tenets of good governance and the spirit of the supreme law. While the country is governed by a parliamentary governance structure, the government ought to be using simple minority to subvert the role of the legislator on critical constitutional matters. This is an abuse of power, the JFJ declared. We further posited that whilst the DPP has never demonstrated partisanship, and one must be mindful of how the unfolding in embroidery has cast a shadow of the office. According to JFJ's concerns, lies in the likely public perception that the office of the ODPP's independence and impartiality are now possibly compromised, JFJ further added. The statement read that the ODPP plays a critical role in ensuring that justice is served and that the rule of law is upheld. As such, it must such a constitutionally independent office cannot be shunned into unnecessary controversy. From a public interest standpoint and to maintain public trust, JFJ is firmly advocating for the appointment of a new Director of Public Prosecutions through a transparent and merit-based process. Should the government not accede to the advice of other groups where the increased retirement age is not applicable to the current office holder, JFJ urges the incumbent DPP not to seek a second extension. Having served almost 15 years as the first female office holder, an untarnished blowing out would not only leave the incumbent's track record of service intact, but would also protect the integrity of the office, it stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification